You adore your dog, but do you actually know the secrets behind their behavior? For decades, we have blindly accepted popular myths as absolute facts. You likely believe that when your dog licks your face, it is just a sweet, affectionate kiss. You probably calculate their age by the old 7-year rule, and you might even believe the widespread urban legend that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. But what if I told you these beliefs are not just slightly wrong, they are biologically false? It is time to stop guessing. Today, we are going to peel back the layers of canine science to debunk these long-standing lies and finally reveal the fascinating and sometimes shocking truth about the animal you think you know. Let's start with the most common lie in the dog world. Myth number 1. A wagging tail means a happy dog. We see a tail moving back and forth, and our human brain immediately interprets it as a smile. But in the dog world, a tail is not a smile. It is a barometer of arousal. It simply means the dog is emotionally engaged. That emotion could be happiness, yes, but it could also be anxiety, insecurity, or even aggression. A slow, low wag usually signals insecurity. They are asking, "Am I safe here?" A high, stiff, vibrating wag is a massive red flag. It signals high arousal and potential aggression. But here is the part that will blow your mind. Science has discovered that the direction of the wag matters. A study found that when dogs feel positive emotions like seeing their owner, they tend to wag more to the right. This is because the left side of the brain, which controls the right side of the body, processes positive approach emotions. Conversely, when they see something threatening, like a dominant strange dog, they wag more to the left, signaling withdrawal and anxiety. So the next time you see that tail going, don't just assume joy. Look at the height, the speed, and the direction. They are giving you a detailed status report, not just a thumbs up. This leads us directly to a look that breaks every owner's heart. Myth number 2, the guilt. Look, you come home and find the trash can overturned. There is garbage everywhere. You look at your dog and they are cowering. Their ears are pinned back. They are showing the whites of their eyes and they look away. You think, aha, he knows he did something wrong. Look at that guilty face. I have to tell you something that might relieve a lot of your frustration. Dogs do not feel guilt. Guilt is a complex human emotion involving a moral compass and past tense reflection. What you are seeing is fear. They are reacting to your body language. They see your tight jaw, they hear the edge in your voice, and they smell your frustration. That guilty look is actually a submissive appeasement signal. They are saying, "Please don't hurt me, I am small and harmless." They aren't thinking about the trash they ate 3 hours ago. They are just terrified of the angry giant standing in front of them right now. Speaking of eating things they shouldn't, let's tackle myth number 3. Dogs eat grass only when they are sick. You are at the park and your dog starts grazing like a cow. You panic thinking, "Oh no, his stomach hurts, he's going to vomit." While it is true that some dogs eat grass to induce vomiting, studies show this is actually the minority. One study found that only 8% of dogs showed signs of illness before eating grass, and only 22% vomited after. So why do they do it? For most dogs, it is much simpler. They are bored, they are hungry, or honestly, they just like the taste of fresh spring grass. It's a salad. It adds fiber to their diet. Unless they are frantically eating grass and vomiting repeatedly, let them graze. It's just a weird little canine hobby. However, while grass is mostly harmless, your pantry is a minefield. Myth number 4. If we can eat it, they can eat it. Sharing food feels like love, but human metabolism and dog metabolism are vastly different. You probably know about chocolate. But did you know about grapes and raisins? Even a small handful can cause sudden kidney failure in some dogs. or macadamia nuts, which can cause temporary paralysis, or onions and garlic, which slowly destroy their red blood cells, leading to anemia. But the scariest one is xylitol, often labeled as birch sugar. It is found in sugar-free gum, peanut butter, and even toothpaste. A tiny amount can cause a fatal drop in blood sugar and liver failure within minutes. So love them by feeding them dog food, not by sharing your plate. Now let's talk about time. Myth number 5. 1 human year equals 7 dog years. This rule of thumb is catchy, but it is scientifically lazy. If this were true, a 1-year-old dog would be a 7-year-old child. But a 1-year-old dog can reproduce. That math doesn't work. The truth is, dogs age rapidly in their first 2 years. By the time a dog is 1, they are physically and sexually essentially a 15-year-old teenager. By age 2, they are a 24-year-old adult. After that, the aging curve slows down to about 4 to 5 human years for every dog year. And size matters. A Great Dane is senior by age 6, while a Chihuahua is just hitting their prime. Understanding this helps you have more patience with your teenager puppy and more grace with your aging senior. Speaking of health checks, let's look at myth number 6. A warm, dry nose means your dog is sick. How many times have you touched your dog's nose, felt it was dry, and panicked? Let me put your mind at ease. The temperature and moisture of a dog's nose fluctuate all day long. It changes based on the humidity in the room, if they have been sleeping or if they have been licking it. A sick dog can have a wet nose, and a perfectly healthy dog can have a dry, warm nose because they were just napping in the sun. The only time to worry is if the nose is cracking, bleeding, or has thick discharge. Otherwise, a dry nose just means they have a dry nose. Now let's move to some awkward behaviors. Myth number 7. Only male dogs hump, and it's always sexual. It can be embarrassing. Your dog starts humping another dog or your leg at the park. If your dog is a female, you might be confused. If your dog is neutered, you might be shocked. Here is the reality. Humping is rarely sexual, especially in neutered or spayed dogs. It is usually a sign of overexcitement or social dominance. It's a release of pent-up energy. Think of it like a toddler throwing a tantrum or running around screaming because they are too excited. Female dogs do it just as often as males to assert control or just to burn off adrenaline. It's rude behavior, sure, but it's not usually dirty. The same goes for bathroom habits. Myth number 8. Only male dogs lift their leg to pee. We tend to think boys lift, girls squat. But have you ever seen a female dog lift her leg? It happens. Marking territory is not a male-exclusive trait. Female dogs, especially confident ones, often want to leave their scent high up to let other dogs know, "I was here." Small female dogs are actually more likely to do this to make themselves seem bigger to the next dog that walks by. It's all about leaving a calling card. Now let's talk about safety. Myth number 9. Dogs need to chew on real bones. The image of a dog with a bone is iconic, but real bones, especially cooked bones, are dangerous. Cooking makes bones brittle. When your dog chews them, they splinter into sharp shards that can slice their gums, puncture their throat, or cause fatal internal bleeding in the stomach. Even raw bones carry risks of broken teeth or bacterial blockages. Chewing is crucial for their mental health. It releases endorphins. But choose safe alternatives. Hard rubber toys, nylon chews, or digestible dental treats are much safer ways to satisfy that primal urge without risking a trip to the emergency room. As summer approaches, many owners make a critical mistake based on myth number 10. You should shave your dog to keep them cool. If you have a double-coated dog like a golden retriever, a husky, or a shepherd, shaving them is actually one of the worst things you can do. Their coat is a miracle of engineering. It works like a thermos. In the winter, it holds heat in. In the summer, it keeps heat out by trapping a layer of cool air near the skin. When you shave them, you destroy this insulation. You expose their sensitive skin to the sun, leading to sunburn and overheating. Plus, the coat often grows back ruined and patchy. Nature designed them perfectly. Trust the coat. Now let's look at how they see the world. Myth number 11. Dogs are colorblind and only see black and white. This myth has persisted for decades. But your dog is not watching the world like an old 1950s television. Dogs can see color, just not the same spectrum we do. Humans have 3 color cones in our eyes: red, green, blue. Dogs have 2, blue and yellow. This means their world is made up of shades of blue, yellow, and gray. Red looks like dark brown or black to them. Green looks like yellowish gray. This is why you should never buy a red ball to throw in the green grass to your dog. That ball is invisible. Buy a blue ball. It will pop against the background like a beacon, and your dog will love you for it. This next myth is perhaps the most damaging one in dog training history. Myth number 12. You need to be the alpha to make your dog behave. We have all heard it. Don't let them walk ahead of you. Eat before them. Dominate them. This entire theory was based on a study of captive wolves in the 1940s. But here's the kicker. The scientist who wrote that study, Dr. David Meck, spent the rest of his life trying to correct it. In the wild wolf packs are families. The leaders are just the parents. They don't rule by terror. They rule by guidance and care. Your dog knows you are not a dog. They don't want to conquer you. They want to trust you. Dominating your dog creates fear, not respect. Be a parent, be a guide, be a teammate. You don't need to be a dictator. And speaking of teaching, let's address a sad myth. Myth number 13. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. This is a lie that causes too many senior dogs to be neglected mentally. A dog's brain remains plastic, able to learn and change until the day they die. In fact, training an older dog is often easier. They have longer attention spans and are less hyperactive than puppies. Mental stimulation is the fountain of youth for senior dogs. Teaching them a new trick at age 12 can actually slow down cognitive decline. Never stop teaching them. Now let's talk about play. Myth number 14. Tug-of-war makes dogs aggressive. Some people refuse to play tug because they think it simulates killing or fighting. They think if the dog wins, the dog becomes dominant. False. Tug-of-war is one of the best cooperative games you can play. It builds muscle, burns energy, and strengthens the bond between you. The key is the rules. If teeth touch skin, the game stops. If you say drop it, they drop it. Winning the game builds their confidence. It doesn't make them plan a revolution against you. It's just a game. Myth number 15. All dogs love fetch. You buy a ball, throw it, and your dog just looks at you like, "Why did you throw that away? Go get it yourself." Many owners think their dog is broken. They aren't. Retrieving is a genetic instinct strong in labs and goldens, but weak in many other breeds. A bulldog or a mastiff might see 0 point in running after an object. Don't force it. Find what they like. Maybe they like sniffing games or agility or just wrestling. Love the dog. You have not the dog you think you should have. Here is a dangerous one for active owners. Myth number 16. A tired dog is a good dog. We run them, hike them, and play fetch for hours, thinking, if I exhaust him, he won't bite the furniture. But have you ever seen a toddler who missed their nap? They don't fall asleep. They have a meltdown. They scream. They hit, they cry. Dogs get overtired too. When a dog is physically exhausted but mentally stimulated, their body is flooded with cortisol and adrenaline. They can't settle down. They become bitey, barky, and frantic, the zoomies. Sometimes a good dog doesn't need more exercise. They need a nap. They need you to help them switch off. This next one is about emotional support. Myth number 17. You shouldn't comfort a scared dog because it reinforces the fear. You are told, if he is scared of thunder and you pet him, you are teaching him to be scared. This is psychologically impossible. Fear is an emotion, not a behavior. You can reinforce a behavior like sitting or jumping, but you cannot reinforce an emotion. If your friend was crying because they were terrified of spiders and you hugged them, would they think, "Oh, getting hugged is great. I should be more scared of spiders next time"? No, they would feel safer. Comforting your dog during a storm or vet visit reduces their panic. Be their safe harbor. You cannot spoil them with love when they are afraid. Now let's get a little gross again. Myth number 18. A dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. I don't know who started this, but they clearly never saw what a dog licks on the sidewalk. Dogs' mouths are full of bacteria. The only difference is that they have different bacteria than humans. Most of their germs aren't zoonotic, meaning they don't easily make us sick, which is why we usually survive their licks. But cleaner, absolutely not. It is a petri dish of everything they have sniffed, licked, and eaten that day. Speaking of gross things, let's talk about accidents. Myth number 19. Rubbing a dog's nose in their accident teaches them not to do it. This is archaic and cruel. If you come home and find a puddle and you rub their nose in it, your dog has zero idea why you are doing it. They cannot connect the action of peeing 2 hours ago with the punishment now. All they learn is, my owner is dangerous and unpredictable when they come home. Or, peeing is bad, so next time I will hide it behind the sofa so they don't see it. The only way to potty train is to catch them in the act, or praise them heavily when they go outside. Fear teaches nothing but fear. And finally, we circle back to the beginning, the one you have been waiting for. Myth number 20. When a dog licks you, they are kissing you. It is the universal sign of affection. But the biological root of this behavior is, let's just say, unromantic. In the wild, when a mother wolf returns to the den after hunting, her puppies run up to her and lick her face and lips. Why? They are trying to trigger a regurgitation reflex. They want her to vomit up the food she just ate so they can eat it. Yes, you heard that right. When your dog is frantically licking your mouth, deep down in their DNA, they are basically asking, "Mom, please throw up my dinner." But wait. Before you push them away in horror, there is more to the story. Evolution is efficient. It takes old behaviors and repurposes them. While the origin is about food, the meaning has shifted over thousands of years of domestication. Dogs also lick for other reasons. They love the salt on your skin. You are a tasty, salty snack. They lick to groom you, which is a bonding activity in the pack. And yes, they lick to show submission and affection. It releases endorphins in their brain that calm them down. So while the root of the behavior is, please vomit, the modern meaning is closer to, I trust you, I need you, and I want to be close to you. It is gross, but it is also love. So there you have it. The tail wags the grassy snacks, the guilty looks, and the slobbery kisses. None of them mean exactly what we thought they did. But isn't that fascinating? Your dog is not a little furry human. They are a complex, ancient biological marvel with their own language. And the fact that they try so hard to communicate with us despite our constant misunderstandings is the greatest proof of their love. They tolerate our hugs, which they often dislike. They forgive us when we misread their fear as guilt, and they keep licking us even when we don't throw up dinner for them. That is unconditional love. Now I want to ask you to do something special. I want you to go to the comments section right now. I want you to write down your dog's name. Let's create a wall of fame for the best boys and girls who tolerate our mistakes and love us anyway. Whether they are sleeping beside you right now or waiting for you at the Rainbow Bridge, write their name down. Let's honor them, and the next time they lick your face, well, maybe just turn your cheek, but remember it comes from a place of love. Thank you for watching.